You spend weeks meticulously coding a digital product, perfectly aligning every single pixel, only to hand it to a user and watch them stare at the screen in total confusion. The logic you thought was flawless shatters the moment it meets reality. That's the scenario we want to avoid. Our goal is to reach a high-fidelity finished interface, something as intuitive and polished as this iconic screen, but without risking weeks of wasted effort. Over the next few minutes, we'll transition a raw paper idea into a functional, interactive model. We'll do this by applying 3 core user experience principles: less is more, hierarchy, and consistency. By moving through these stages quickly, you allow your design to fail early. It gives you the chance to make rapid corrections, ensuring you avoid building a bloated solution that tries to do everything but actually solves nothing. Step 1 is building a low-fidelity or lo-fi blueprint. Grab a pen and a single sheet of paper and sketch out 3 or 4 essential screens of your digital product. Keep it rough and keep it fast. As you draw, apply a rule championed by the architect Ludwig Mies van der Rohe: less is more. In digital design, this means intentionally reducing the amount of information the user has to process at any given moment, lowering their cognitive load. To do this, strip away all decorations. No colors, no shadows, no detailed icons. Focus strictly on whether the underlying functionality is actually useful. Look at your sketches and cross out any feature that doesn't solve your user's primary problem. Remove it entirely. By ignoring aesthetics right now, you force yourself to prove that the underlying logic of your solution is sound before you spend a single hour on digital details. Now that we have a clean structure, we need to guide the user through it. We do this with visual hierarchy, which directs attention, and consistency, which builds trust. Take a marker and physically highlight the primary call to action on each of your paper screens. That button needs to carry the heaviest visual weight, making it the most prominent element the user sees. Next, check your layout patterns. Buttons like back or menu must live in identical locations across every single screen. This consistency means the user never has to learn and navigate your interface on a new page. A cluttered interface buries the path forward. By applying clear hierarchy and consistent placement, you reduce hesitation, which directly increases how often a user successfully clicks through to the next step. These 2 principles organize a random collection of buttons into a predictable experience for the user. It is time to test those concepts. Photograph your refined paper sketches and import them into a no-code digital tool like Figma or Protopie. We are going to build a click-through prototype. In your software, create interactive hotspots over the buttons you drew and link each one to the next logical screen in your sequence. When you link together these distinct hotspots, you create a seamless, interactive flow. It mimics the feeling of navigating a fully coded application using only images of your paper sketches. Hand this prototype to a real user. Ask them to complete a task, and then remain completely silent. Observe their behavior without providing any instructions or hints. Watch carefully. Every moment the user hesitates, or every time they click the wrong spot, you are collecting data for your next iteration. Your goal in this phase is to seek out points of friction and locate your own design errors. You are not here to seek praise. This protocol identifies navigation errors before you commit any resources to high-fidelity digital assets. It acts as your final validation check for the core concept. You have taken a raw paper sketch and transformed it into a user-validated clickable prototype, and you did it without writing a single line of code. By following the reductive philosophy of designers like Mies van der Rohe, you stripped away distractions and produced a design that is intuitive and honest. This document outlines the criteria for a professional project presentation. Use it to prepare a 3 to 5 minute pitch, utilizing your interactive prototype as proof that your solution is viable. With user data in hand, you have the evidence needed to move into the final stages of high-fidelity design with a blueprint that has already survived a real-world test.